Hello and welcome to Bleeding Tree Gaming. My name's Amy, aka Warpfiend, and today I'm going to show you the spooky Pallid skin scheme that I came up with for my Elden Ring-inspired Idoneth Deepkin. So first off, this video is just going to be a short one that I want to get out now while I have this scheme down, so it can serve as a handy reminder to myself if I forget how I've been painting these. I still have a lot to go on the Deepkin models that I'll probably end up doing separate videos on, so please subscribe to the channel and look out for those. For my base skin, I'm going to be using this Pro Acryl Red Grey. It's a lovely flat base tone for this kind of unhealthy, soulless merfolk look that I'm going for. I'm then going to shade it down by mixing in some dark flesh for this deep red brown in the shadows. A rough pass of pure dark flesh in the deepest recesses finishes off my initial sketch of the shadows. Since this is the skin for my infantry in my army, I need something that I can repeat fairly quickly, but I really want this army to pop on the tabletop, so try my best to kind of push each major element of the models to have some little eye-catching twist. Whether it's the teal NMM I showcased in my last Deepkin video or this. So once I've done the shadows and re-established that base grey, I start mixing in some faded green to get some pale, sickly tones in the highlights. The jump from that desaturated red to the pale green is going to really add some colour interest in there. So that was a very quick sketching out of the skin from shadow to highlight, and that's probably fine enough if you do stop there, but I'm spending a little bit more time on every element of this, and so I'm going to do a second pass from dark to light. This is going to both smooth out those quick highlights and increase that colour interest. I'm going to do this by introducing some new colours into the skin with some fine glazes that are going to tie it all together. The Elden Ring art book is my starting point for this project, and I very much love the way the concept art depicts the unfortunate denizens of the lands between as cursed with eternal life, and how the golden light of grace sustains them but also kind of withers them away. For this reason I wanted to mix some traces of life in with the kind of dead and flat look that they have now. For the first colour, I'm going to be taking my first shade mix, that 50-50 red grey dark flesh, and I'm going to be mixing that with 50-50 dark turquoise to get some suggestion of cool blue in the shadows. I'm going to dilute this to a very thin consistency and work it into the shadows, paying particular attention to smoothing out blends of the previous layers. Almost in a halo effect, just around the edges of the base tone. I'm going to be using a light semi-stippling touch with this and all this round of detailing, getting more focused and precise with my stippling as I highlight it up. This will help break up the lines and provide some quick texture to the skin. After having done this, I'm going to 50-50 my last mix with some beige red and move up to the next layer boundary. Again, break up those lines, but now I'm adding warm, living skin tones. I just want to be more selective and try to mostly build it up where the blood would gather beneath the skin, like the nose and mouth, shoulders and knuckles, and the chest. I follow this pattern, highlighting up to pure beige red, then mix that with some sunny skin tone. After this, I mix faded green with the sunny skin tone to make sure that green is really showing through on the highest highlights. Finally, I take a mix of faded green and dark ivory to apply that final highlight, just to sharpen up those details. This is the skin done with. You can see it adds some lovely colour variation and just adds a bit of interest to the model without taking me a million years. I hope very much you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to the channel to see some more of my Deepkin scheme, and let me know if you try this out on sea elves or any other sickly or undead creatures. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!